Okay, so I'm scrolling right now, and I need to tell you guys what I'm seeing. Because apparently, Palantir is dead. Not had a bad day, dead. Karp's planning for unemployment apparently. And the reason, according to replies, is Anthropic. Yup, Anthropic showed up, knocked on the door, took the lunch, burned the entire building down. And that's the story right now. Okay, if you say so, mate. So, let's actually test it. Because the narrative survives exactly on one question. One. The moment you ask it to explain itself, it just falls apart. So here's the question. How does a company that builds language models and a company that builds the system governments actually use to deploy that model safely? Those aren't the same businesses, not even close. It's like saying a better jet engine ends airports. The engine doesn't care about the runway, it just needs one. But nobody's talking about that. They're just typing it and hitting post and calling it analysis. Now, my favorite part of every correction is watching people discover risks that apparently didn't exist 2 weeks earlier. 2 weeks ago, this stock was making new highs. Nobody was worried about the competition then. Nobody even mentioned moats. Funny how that works. Because the business didn't change, their emotions did. Because every bear suddenly develops a PhD in AI infrastructure the moment the stock falls. Where were you at the highs? Silent. All of you. Now, I've seen versions of this all over social media. Palantir's moat's gone. Anyone can build agents now. Anyone can build agents. Sure thing, Johnny boy. Go get a government agency to sign off on yours. Go pass a compliance review. Go build the audit trail a regulator actually trusts. That's the product, not the model. What's built around the model? Who decides what the AI is allowed to see? Who stops a hallucination from becoming a lawsuit? Who stands between the AI can do this and the human who's actually responsible when it's wrong? That's the whole job. And the people calling this dead don't even know that job actually exists. So let's check the actual business, not the chart, the business. Did revenue collapse? No. Did a customer walk? Not that anyone showed me. Did management do something insane? No. So what actually changed? The number on the screen. That's it. That's the whole list. The business is, as far as anyone's showing me, the exact same business it was last week, just cheaper. And somehow cheaper became dying overnight. Now, if your favorite thing at the store goes half price, you don't call the company finished. You buy more. Put the same logic in front of a stock chart and somehow a discount because of diagnosis. I don't fully get it either. If I'm honest, something about red just switches the brain off. Now, could this go lower? Sure. Could Palantir mess us up? Of course. Every company can. That's just a different sentence to AI exists, therefore this company is over. That second sentence isn't a thought, it's a vibe wearing a tie. And if your entire investment thesis can be replaced by one viral tweet, it wasn't a thesis, it was just borrowed conviction. Now, some people read filings, others read quote tweets. Both think they're doing research, but only one of them is. Let me back that up though, because something's bugging me. This is the first time this exact script's been running on this exact stock. Now, we've heard versions of this before. Cold stock, no real product, Karp small meme, dead CEO. Every rough patch. Same lines, just recycled. And then it just didn't die. I'm not saying it means it survives this time too. It survives before, isn't a reason on its own. That's just lazy in the other direction. But it tells you something about the pattern. The pattern isn't new information. It's the same panic, just wearing a new headline. And that's what's actually bothering me about the Anthropic angle. Has Anthropic announced anything that replaces what Palantir does? Or is this just Anthropic's doing well? Therefore, everything near it must be doing badly. Because if it's the second one, and I think it might just be the second one, that's not analysis. That's one company's green candle being used as a verdict on a completely different company's red one. Now, said out loud, that's insane. But that's what's happening in these replies right now. Let's take the bear case seriously for a second, because I want to be fair. Worst case scenario, every company eventually builds enough of its own AI tooling that it doesn't need someone else wiring it all together for them. Fine, that's a real risk. Long term, I'll grant it. Is that a this week problem? Is it even a this year problem? Or is it a maybe in 5 years if a dozen other things break a certain way problem? Because the way people are typing, it sounds like they think this is happening by Friday. That's the gap. What might be true eventually versus what people are pricing in emotionally today off of one red candle and a feeling about a different company entirely. The market has incredible talent. It convinces people to buy confidence and sell uncertainty, which coincidentally is almost always the wrong order. Now, I keep coming back to this. The stock moved. I'm not convinced the business did until someone shows me a revenue falling apart or a contract pulled or something that's actually a fact and not a feeling. I don't have enough to call this what everyone else is calling it. Maybe I'm wrong. Genuinely. I've been wrong before. Watching something get cheaper and assuming that meant something good was happening. But I'd rather sit here confused than confidently wrong with a tweet to back me up. Twitter doesn't do research, it does synchronized panic. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, because I feel like I'm missing something. Or just everybody else is.